Welcome back, Thrill Seekers. You've just boarded another episode of the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast, the show where two teachers clock out of the classroom
and head straight for the front row of the coaster. We're bringing you all things amusement and theme parks, from breaking park news to behind-the-scenes drama.
That's right. If there's a new ride announcement, a roller coaster shutdown, a spicy guest rumor, or theme park chaos happening anywhere in the world,
we're talking about it. And yes, we're giving you our uncensored hot takes, honest opinions, and all the theme park gossip you secretly love.
Because let's be real, y'all. Theme park drama can be just as wild as the rides themselves.
And you can catch every episode on all major podcast platforms, thanks to our incredible podcast hub, Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout is our one-stop shop. It helps us distribute the podcast everywhere you listen. So no matter your platform, we've got you covered.
You can follow us right now on Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast.buzzsprout.com.
And here's a little pro tip for our real ones. Listeners who follow us on their favorite podcast platforms get early access to episodes.
Woo! Plus, if you follow the podcast, you'll unlock bonus content, extra candid discussions, deeper dives, and conversations we might not put anywhere else.
So don't just listen, follow, rate, and comment on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.
And while you're at it, make sure you also follow the Thrill Seeking Teachers on YouTube for even more theme park content.
So buckle up,
keep your hands inside the vehicle,
and let's get thrill seeking.
Woo! Hey, everybody. Welcome to Thrill Seeking Teachers. Hello, I'm Dave.
I'm Will.
And we are teachers by day, but full-on coaster enthusiasts by night.
Indeed.
We travel the country vlogging theme parks and writing the world's best coasters, bringing the latest theme park and roller coaster news, gossip, and all that great stuff. So if you love airtime launches and dark rides and all those behind-the-scenes thingamabobs and all of that stuff, you're in the right place. Thrill Seeking Teachers.
Thingamabobs?
Yeah, thingamabobs,
okay.
Whatever. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're on YouTube. Yes, and follow the podcast. We're on podcasts also wherever you get your podcasts. And we have a host podcast hub that takes all of those things and puts it into all the podcast places. And that is called Buzzsprout. It helps distribute episodes to all the major platforms so you can listen to them anytime. So if you enjoy our content and want to help us keep the thrills coming, including vlogs, interviews, bonus episodes, that's coming too, and breakout coaster news, consider becoming a paid supporter. And you can support us by visiting Thrill Seeking Teachers podcast.buzzsprout.com. Make sure you are a paid subscriber so you can get early access to bonus content that no other people can get and receive a shout out during a future vlog. So also, we know the economy. Economy's economying. All right. So if you can't be a paid subscriber right now, no worries. You can still show us some love by buying us a coffee.
We like coffee.
Yes. As teachers, we love coffee. So head over to our new website, buymeacoffee.com/Thrill Seeking Teachers. Every cup that you contribute a little bit helps the camera keep rolling and the coasters spinning. So without further ado, let's buckle up and get into our first segment, which I like to call Teacher News. Okay. All right, Teacher News. You know what? As of this recording, this is April 26th, and it's starting. Yes, April 26th is starting to be the end of the school year. We're winding down.
Sure
as music teachers, we're in the full-on performance mode season. So, we're winding down this year. And I just wanted to ask a question, and Will will answer, and then I will answer. Talk about one coaster or theme park moment that you shared with a student or a school individual that was significant for you this year.
It's not particularly a moment, but I always get a kick out of that there are quite a few families that actually watch our content.
Wow.
And I recently got a text from one of my coworkers. Her name is Megan, and she told me how one of my family's parents actually enjoys watching our vlog. So I think that's Mr. Hendrickson. Hey.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Hendrickson?
I think.
Oh.
I would have to look back at the text, but I'm so appreciative of all of my school family members that watch our content, and I'll try to keep that in mind when it comes to my potty mouth.
No, but see, that's why I don't really advertise to my students like the actual channel. I tell them I'm a coaster.
They find
you. But I try not to because I know my students will literally make a beeline to the channel. And I know sometimes, we kind of have a little potty mouth beep every now and then. So I try not to. But for me, this year, you wanted to say something?
No, I was going to say my students found me through our most watched vlog thus far has been 2. We have our Epic Universe in Canada's Wonderland. And I'd actually talked about both those parks with my students, and they searched into
They searched it, yeah. They'll search. I mean, they will search, and if they do find me, and I know they probably have, I'm not going to say that, but I try not to, let parents know that I do that just because.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's hard.
I mean, we have a very niche content space, but at the same time, a lot of families with kids, it
very
could be,
popular
theme parks and amusement parks. They're not just for adults, but
the kids love it.
Kids too. Kids love it too. So
just
as much as the adults
and
do.
You know what? Speaking of which, this year I really decided to make part of my curriculum letting students see some of my coaster footage, and the kids get a real kick out of it because they see that the teachers have an outside life, and I wanted to bring that to the forefront because, a lot of these kids, especially elementary school, they think that, when they leave school, teachers just have a cot or a sofa in the back of the school, and we just lay there and wait for them to come back the next day. And, it's good that they see us outside and they see that we have a life, that we have interests that may be interesting to them. I know some of my students actually come up to me and is like, oh, I remember about this coaster Fahrenheit at Hershey Park. I love that coaster. My favorite is Storm Runner, and and they tell me
it's really quite funny.
Yeah, it's funny, and they tell me all the G-forces and stuff, and they know a lot more than I do.
You got some future enthusiasts.
Yes, and I got future enthusiasts this year.
He likes the rides. He doesn't study
the
intricate details of the rides as much as other
You know what? Some of the kids
do.
actually know and study a lot. That's why I was thinking maybe it should actually be a class. It should be.
I think it actually is. Somewhere.
No, not even just like a college course.
There's engineers but
that's engineering. But if you go into the coaster vocabulary, there's just so much in the vocabulary itself.
We might bring up vocabulary one time, discuss it with you.
Oh yeah, so you guys know what we're talking about.
Park industry lingo.
Oh yeah, we should do that. You know what? That'll be a bonus episode.
Yeah.
That'll be a bonus episode. So that is just a quick 10-second teacher news. But now we're getting to our next segment that we love to call Coaster News. All right.
Did you enjoy the harmony?
Yeah,
I did.
So the big news, again, this is April 26th. I'm going to try to push this out as quickly as possible, and a lot of it will be raw footage, but the big news that everybody's been talking about, of course, Six Flags brings back the park president.
So we actually talked about this in our last
was it the bonus
podcast?
Was it the bonus one?
Yeah, but we didn't have the names, and it wasn't quite yet official because it didn't come directly from Six Flags. It came from a reliable third party.
It wasn't Alicia. It wasn't Alicia.
Well, she does Disney and Universal News.
Okay.
The big parks. So it was not official, but Six Flags officially announced it a couple of days ago. And their language was their 10 key parks. Key parks. They said it themselves. It wasn't us. It wasn't the enthusiast community. It was Six Flags.
Yay.
They had so Six Flags officially reversed its post-merger centralized management strategy and
they reversed
reinstated
it, though.
individual park presidents at 10 key parks.
But the significance of the fact that they ended up reversing that was crazy. That first of all, we thought it was first of all, when they first did it, we thought it was horrible. The Costa Rica community was up in arms.
Well, they thought that they were in this cost-cutting synergies phase where they thought that consolidating and stripping would help.
No, former CEO.
But you're only talking about a handful of leaders in the company whose salaries really don't move the needle in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, when you give them the title of
former CEO,
president,
though.
Yeah, but when you give them the title of president, there is more prestige, more influence, and a little bit more money than you have to pay them, obviously. But did those salaries make the needle go up or down as far as the overall picture?
No. The experience suffered, I think.
Good time.
And who? Just as a reminder, who was the previous president? Because you know all the names.
Richard Zimmerman.
Richard Zimmerman was the previous president, and then it was
before Zimmerman. Salim Basoul led the Six Flags chain pre-merger.
Right.
Before Richard Zimmerman, it was a Disney executive. I forget his name. We met.
Okay, see, he knows that.
Who was very vocal on LinkedIn about his displeasure with the company and why he left. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, and so now that the new CEO, John Riley, did I get it? Oh my goodness, I got it right. John Riley,
who's been he's a renowned park operator. He's not a financials person. He is a park operator. He's just operated parks. So he approaches parks from an operational perspective, which I think is wholly needed for this change. But so park presidents will be at the following parks. Canada's Wonderland will have Christopher Mortensen, who I believe is already there.
I'm putting it up.
Carowinds, now this is a shift. Carowinds is getting its new park president from King's Dominion.
I know.
Bridget Bywater, who's currently the current park general manager.
Did we get a picture with her before?
Yeah, we did.
Yes. I'm going to put that picture. We had a picture of her. Yeah.
We got it somewhere.
We got to find it.
But the current general manager of King's Dominion will be the park president.
Big promotion.
Colleen Brady, who was currently the general manager at Cedar Point, is getting a promotion to president. Tony Carviano, who is currently the general manager at Kings Island, is getting promoted. Rafi will be returning to Knott's Berry Farm.
Where was he before?
I forget where he was. I forget. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But he's going to be returning. But his role is going to be a little different. Not only is he going to be the park president, he is going to be a VP within the corporate structure. Because we know Knott's is Knott's.
Well, I mean, those people who don't know, because again, we have to act like...
So, Knott's Berry Farm for the past few years has been the attendance leader in the chain. It also, outside of the Disney and Universal parks in North America, it is the most attended theme park outside of Disney and Universal in North America. So it gets more attendance than the Dollywood, the Silver Dollar Cities, the SeaWorlds, the Busch Gardens, All of those.
And we still haven't been there.
And we still haven't been. So Knott's Berry Farm is technically the only theme park in the Six Flags chain. So his role will be a little different than the other
More responsibility, I guess?
Because it's Knott's Berry Farm.
Okay.
So I think that was...
So they give him a blank check. So basically...
they've been giving Knott's a blank check for many, many years.
Yes, exactly.
As far as
just do whatever you want.
Structure. Yeah,
do whatever.
Because it's the attendance leader for the chain.
Exactly. Do whatever.
It makes a lot of money. Six Flags Great Adventure is Mark Fennell.
What was he before?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Six Flags Great America is John Krynak. Six Flags Magic Mountain is Brian Ordering. Six Flags Over Georgia is Richard Pretlow, which he came from Morgan's Wonderland. If you all don't know anything about that park, Morgan's Wonderland, he was the president there. It's one of the few parks anywhere where they have rides and attractions that are almost fully accessible for anyone with any type of disability. So
like coasters that are like, okay,
rides, attractions,
does the disability mean like if they are over a certain weight, or is it like
it could be that?
It could be that too.
Physical lack of mobility. If you're in a wheelchair. If you also Morgan's Wonderland, if you want to go there as a normal patron without a disability, you pay a ticket gate price. But if you have a disability, it's free.
Oh.
And so Morgan's Wonderland, the founder, he actually named it after his daughter, Morgan, who was born handicapped.
Oh.
And she always had difficulty finding different theme parks and places that could accommodate. Mm-hmm. So he created this park in honor of his daughter, and it since became such a very popular park for people with disabilities.
Where is this located?
It's in Texas.
It's in Texas. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if...
I think.
Okay.
Let me double check. Hold on.
Like...
Disability could be...
Does the disability could be weight related, meaning?
I don't know. I didn't look into the specifics, but...
Or does it just have to be a physical disability?
I think it's a physical disability.
Physical, okay.
So, but needless to say, this park is special in the U.S., and he's been running it for quite some time.
Okay.
So I'm glad that he's going to be leading Over Georgia. And following that is Pete Carmichael at Six Flags Over Texas. And there are some noticeable parks that are missing from these 10 key parks.
Question. And I might cut this out.
So one thing we did want to mention, the only park president in the chain that happens to be black is the one that's running the park outside of Atlanta over Georgia.
I don't think, you know what? We don't want to say that. I'm just saying as two people.
It's no secret that we're black.
To people of African American descent, it's kind of interesting that we see a lot of that. And then, I mean, what do you think about that? You know, I don't know. Maybe it's a good fit. But why was he put into Atlanta and not somewhere else?
Not over Texas when he was already in Texas.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't know.
Why not over Texas when he's already in?
I mean, he could have just interviewed for that particular park too. Maybe he wants his family to be in Atlanta.
Maybe.
I mean, there's a lot of things we don't know.
A lot of factors, but it's just interesting. It's just a wonder. Like, as teachers, they always tell us, tell your students, what is the wonder in this situation? What is the wonder? That's the wonder.
Yeah. But there were some noticeable parks that were not. So two of those parks that were not in the mix was Cancun and Six Flags Fiesta.
And this is what everybody's talking about. What's not on these key
Now, also
parks.
Not on the list is Six Flags New England, which is whatever. They might not be in the chain. They've never been an attendance leader. they just got a new attraction this year.
Yeah.
After
investment.
After many years of not getting anything.
So
I don't know.
Which is crazy because you just get a brand new attraction.
And it's an intimate at that.
And I'm like, well, okay. So you don't think that is an indication that they're trying to build into it? But
it could be also an indication that they're trying to make the park more attractive for a prospective buyer.
Oh.
By investing in it. I mean, let's look at Fiesta Texas. They've had millions of dollars in investment. Kings Dominion, they've had millions of dollars in investment. Mm-hmm. And Six Flags New England has recently had millions of dollars in investment.
Right.
So I think, whoever buys those parks would get amazing parks in their portfolio.
Right. And
however, I do think that I don't know. A part of me doesn't believe that the greater Six Flags chain is not going to comprise of just 10 parks. 12, 13, maybe. 10,
I think, but here's the thing. What's really crazy about that is that we don't have two of the parks in there.
And Six Flags in Mexico.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So wait. Okay, Six Flags Mexico. Okay, Six Flags Mexico is not in there. And then hold up, and then Fiesta Texas, and then Kings Dominion. 3 parks like that, and then
there are 3 bigger parks that make money, have attendance, and have attractions.
And one of them's our home park.
Yeah.
And that's
Six Flags Mexico actually is the leader of the parks in that country.
Well, I mean, it's how many parks are in that?
Several.
Really?
Several, yeah.
Do we have a Disney park in?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Is this more Six Flags in Mexico?
No, this is the only one, but it's the leader.
Okay. You know what? That might be interesting to look at the parks in that country and actually do a deep dive, because I never actually knew, is there any other, is Herschend in Mexico?
Herschend's national.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, I never actually took a deep dive into that. But remember, Kings Dominion is not on there, which a lot of the coaster enthusiasts and insiders, a lot of the gossip is that, hey, if you're not a part of these 10 parks, you're on the chopping block.
I also think that they're giving those parks another year to test the waters and see if all of the recent investment, if they're going to get a return on the investment in some way, shape, or form in the form of attendance. So given the case of Kings Dominion, it's in a unique place now, considering the fact that Six Flags America is now closed. So all of it's going to draw more attendance from that park, possibly.
Yeah, that's what I was like, possibly.
And then there are rumblings that the park, since it's open this year, has been busier than it's ever been. The other day I was there solo was an exception because people thought the weather was going to be terrible, but it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just, that's a kind of wonder that I have, is that, these 10 parks is a clear indication that they're saying that we're putting our investment and our eggs in these baskets. Those 10 parks. Those are and I said this a long time ago as one of my predictions, was that in the next 5 to 7 years, there are going to be 10 parks really just running the company.
You want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
That's just about how big Cedar Fair was before the two companies merged.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cedar Fair maybe had 11.
Yeah. And so that's why I was thinking.
Six Flags had 17.
Yeah, I'm
parks.
thinking that. And I think what they're trying to do is be as close to the Universal and Disney parks as possible. And they're trying to create destinations. I think they're trying to create that thing. And the only way they can do that is to get more capital. And that's a big way. And
some of these parks away.
And then another big thing that I do want to mention is Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Jeffrey Siebert, who has been a long time person that has president, then general manager.
Then area VP.
That has been a huge huge staple in the coastal community and has built Fiesta Texas literally from
to what it is,
and to be one of the big destinations. Recently called it quits.
He left for family reasons.
He left for family reasons, but again, there's speculation
that he didn't leave on his own.
That he didn't leave on his own. It was because that they were making these park presidents, and that Fiesta Texas wasn't going to get a president, and he's seeing the writing on the wall that they're looking to, ixnay his baby. And so he, decided to be with his family, and I loved his contribution. I'm gonna show you pictures of us meeting him. He's an awesome guy. Took us on a behind the scenes tour of the RMC ride. What was it?
The Iron Rattler.
Iron Rattler. That's what it is.
Let's quickly talk about the other parks in the chain that will not have park presidents. So we already talked about King's Dominion, Fiesta Texas, and Six Flags New England. How about Discovery Kingdom in Northern California?
Never been there.
I've been there once.
Oh, cool. How was it?
It has animals.
Oh, okay. A lot of them have animals.
It was cute. They have this fun RMC ride there called the Joker. I'll say this.
Do you think it's gone?
Yes.
All right, great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's just get to it.
The aesthetic of the park and the park because it has animals, I could see United Parks acquiring it, and United Parks is good for animals.
Do you think that these parks, where do you think, thank you because I was going to bring that up. Where do you see these other parks?
I'm going to try to bring up some names.
Go ahead.
So Discovery Kingdom, if they don't close it permanently and choose not to operate as a park, I could see United Parks acquiring it because of the animal footprint. California's Great America. Now, this one is unique because pre-merger, Cedar Fair sold the land that California's Great America sits on. But Six Flags now still owns all of the assets, but they don't own the land that the park sits on. So isn't that some dumb shit?
Yeah, that's so
Cedar
Fair.
Cedar Fair
that's
sold.
That's very confusing.
Yeah, Cedar Fair sold the land a few years ago to whomever to make some extra cash for whatever reasons. And so, like I said, they still own California's Great America, but don't own the land. So the lease...
Who owns the land?
I don't remember.
Okay.
The lease expires in 2028, but they decided to close the park before that. So its last operating season will be 2027. So this park we already know that park's going to close.
Okay, so we know that's gone.
So California's Great America is not going to operate as a park.
Okay.
The landowner is going to do whatever they're going to do with it. So California's Great America is gone. Let's look at Darien Lake and Frontier City. Also, two parks that Six Flags do not own, but they operate as a management company.
So are they going to be gone? You think they're gone
So
too?
here's the thing. EPR Properties that recently acquired all of those parks.
Oh, yes.
EPR Properties already owns Darien Lake and Frontier City.
Okay.
So when Six Flags' management contracts end, at one of them is the end of this year and one of them is the end of next year, Enchanted Parks will just come in and become the new management company for those parks. So they're
acquiring. Enchanted Parks is acquiring a lot now. They're starting to be a contender.
They already said that, the IAPA interview James Harhigh had with them. He said, and they're positioning themselves in the next couple of years to buy 5 to 7 more parks. So Darien Lake and Frontier City is already a given.
Do you think King's Dominion might be one of those?
I have another idea about King's
you have
Dominion.
another? Okay.
So Darien Lake, Frontier City, already owned by EPR. That's a given. Once their management contracts and United Parks will come in and take those.
Okay.
That leaves, I think that's all of them.
That was all of them.
Yeah.
And so my
Oh, so King's Dominion.
yeah, that's what I was like. We didn't get to that. Well, remember, yeah, there was rumors. There was rumors.
Herschend
Yes.
has been courting those two.
Exactly.
Fiesta, Texas, and King's Dominion, which I think would be golden for that channel.
Yeah, so Herschend, I'm sorry, if people don't know, can you explain what Herschend?
So Herschend Family Entertainment is a privately owned themed industry park operator. They not only own theme parks, they own aquariums and stuff like that. I think they have a couple of aquariums in Canada, but they own their flagship as of today is Dollywood. Their second major known park is Silver Dollar City.
I love that park.
They own Kentucky Kingdom. They own
I haven't been there yet.
Kennywood.
Now they own
Silverwood.
Silverwood. They just got that one.
They own what's the one in Georgia, Southern Georgia, Wild Kingdom or something like that.
I don't know.
So I think Herschend, I think those two parks would fit perfectly.
Yeah, because they need something in the East Coast.
Yeah, King's Dominion and they already have Kennywood and Idlewild.
Well, bigger. King's Dominion is a bigger.
Yeah, far bigger.
Far bigger. And I think that'll be one of their flagships if they do.
Someone also, which I think is as far-fetched as it can get, someone threw out Universal buying King's Dominion. Nah.
I don't think they're...
Nah.
I mean, it's if they do,
that'll be... If anyone that could afford it's Universal.
Yeah, I think though that they would want
to build a park from scratch.
They will want like total control of that area. Like that whole area will be like a whole.
Could you imagine if
resort?
Could you imagine if Universal came in and they invested $1 billion into King's Dominion? Busch Gardens Williamsburg wouldn't be able to touch it. That Busch Gardens Williamsburg is one of my hot takes today.
Oh, okay, we'll get there.
But I think Fiesta Texas and King's Dominion would be amazing for Herschend. I think they would do amazing things. King's Dominion is already in the aesthetic department. It already gives Busch Gardens Williamsburg a run for its money, with the exception of that nasty looking front gate and those two stores at the front gate.
Well, wait a second. Busch Gardens? Do you think King's Dominion gives Busch Gardens a run for money in terms of beauty?
I think so. In certain parts of the park. Yeah,
I think Busch Gardens is far superior.
I said in certain parts of the park. That it gives it a run for its money. It doesn't beat it.
Oh, okay.
When I say it gives it a run for its money, it's getting close, but it's not there. But if you get a park owner and operator like Universal, and everyone knows when it comes to theme parks, Disney and Universal are in a league of their own. As far as their budgets.
Well, they don't get a lot of...
They don't have any competition because no one can afford to compete.
No, but at the same time, like anytime they get all these different awards and stuff, they literally overlook not Busch Gardens. They overlook Universal and Disney and just, I don't know why.
Because they're in a league of their own.
Okay.
How can you compare a park that at max spent $30 to $50 million on an attraction to a park that spent $500 million on one ride? How do you compare that?
Yeah, but then that means that they would rack up every
single time. So like when you have that, they're literally in a league of their own.
So they don't.
No one can compete with them. Yeah. They know they can't compete with them. Disney and Universal only know that they can compete with each other.
Right.
Which is why they do. But as far as the rest of the parks, like if Universal decided to come in and buy King's Dominion and invested at minimum $500 million, they would tear Busch Gardens Williamsburg up with the things they could do with that park.
Right. So, I mean, it's just so many possibilities.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. I heard that from another YouTuber.
Okay, so in the end, you think, once... in the next 10 years, Six Flags will own how many properties? Period.
If everyone is wrong about the acquisitions, I think Fiesta Texas and King's Dominion will stay in the company and they will end with 12 parks, including King's Dominion.
So it'll be literally the 10 parks we mentioned with the presidents and then 2 extra. That's it.
Fiesta, Texas, and Kings Dominion.
That's it.
Yeah, no New England. California's Great America's gone. Darien Lake, Frontier City, EPR already owns them. Yeah.
Okay. I think, for me,
I think
it's a 10. I really do. I really think.
And we haven't even talked about Dorney. Bye.
Wait, that wasn't even part of my thought.
Bye.
Wait, no,
Bye,
for
Dorney.
real, like,
Bye.
in all honesty, that wasn't even in my thought. Like, it wasn't even.
Maybe Dorney, because apparently Dorney and Kings Dominion have identical footprints as far as their attendance.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Is it because Dorney's water park carries them?
The water park carries.
That's why.
Yeah.
It carries them.
So maybe.
Because it was not their rides.
No more than 13 parks. Like, the 10 are for sure. The maybes to me are Fiesta, Texas, Kings Dominion, and Dorney, if they decide to keep those three.
I think, for me,
no
it's a
New
10.
England.
I think it's a 10. I really.
You're going to stick with that?
I'm going to stick with 10.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. But
You
let us
heard
know.
him say it. For me, it's 13.
For me, it's 10.
For him, it's 10.
We'll see.
do think they're going to keep Dorney, Kings Dominion, and Fiesta, Texas.
Well, let us know what you think in your comments. This is a huge, developing, ever-evolving story.
It's like something new every week.
It's every week. There's
Something new
something. I
every
cannot keep up with the stories of Six Flags.
just keeps giving us Easter eggs, y'all.
So, speaking of Six Flags, our next story is Six Flags confirms $525 million investment in 2026 for rides. That is including the record-breaking roller coasters, water rides, and major land upgrades, following the sale of several smaller parks, and confirms that Six Flags is doubling down on fewer high-profile destinations. We keep talking about that.
Yeah.
And so we know that this year is coming up with Tormenta at Six Flags over Texas.
Do y'all already know about that attraction? So
yeah.
Tormenta is the first of its kind Giga dive coaster. Giga coaster is a full circuit roller coaster that has a lift, hill, and a drop that's between 300 and 399 feet tall. So this one is going to be approximately 309 feet tall. Giga dive.
I want to go.
But we're going to get there.
We're going to get there eventually. Yeah. But also the Project Purple at Great Adventure.
And the Shoreline Pier.
Oh, yes.
And Barrels of Fun, they already finished it.
What are you talking about?
The Blue Wild Mouse coaster.
Oh, okay, it's there.
It's done.
It's done.
They put that up. It took them a week.
Well, yeah, it was.
They're like they said that they were going to have the Shoreline Pier done by the end of spring 2026, which is actually June 19th. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to open that on schedule.
Well, we'll see. First of its kind in 2027
a Vekoma wing glider.
Yes, and Magic Mountain. That's it was delayed, but that's okay. 2027 Magic Mountain, of course. So, what do you think about the huge investment? They're trying to again get destinations.
I think they might. Maybe you might be right with just 10 parks.
I just think that they need to get a lower profile so they can at least scratch the surface of third from Disney and Universal, because they're not going to overtake anything. But with that, speaking of Disney, the Muppets Takeover Rock and Roller Coaster is opening May 26th. Yes, Disney confirmed.
Yeah, and we're going to be there June. I forget the date. Yeah, it's official. But
yes.
No, July 2nd.
No. Wait, July 1st. June 30th and July 1st.
Yeah, we're going to be in Florida for several days, and it's official. Tickets have been purchased. We're going to, the park hoppers were bought. Dave's finally going to Disney.
Y'all, I'm finally
We're going to be Disney adults for a couple of days.
I've never
get some Mickey ears.
I've never, ever been.
Yeah. Are you actually excited, or are you just
I'm excited because I'm fulfilling a childhood like not a dream, but a childhood checklist
So
in my life.
We don't plan on going to the Magic Kingdom till probably the end of the day. How do you think you're going to react when you walk down Main Street and see the Magic Kingdom and to see Cinderella's castle?
I'm gonna just look. I don't. I'm a adult that wasn't a Disney adult.
People
I didn't
be
grow up.
boo-hooing. These adults be boo-hooing. Weeping.
No,
these
but
parks
like that was if I was a child and I grew up with that, but I didn't really do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really a big, like, oh my God, when I saw Harry Potter, when I saw the Wizarding World at Epic, that was a weeping moment for me. But but I'm gonna go in there with an open mind, open heart. I am there for the vibes. I'm gonna let Will drag me everywhere and tell me exactly what to do because I have no idea what's going on.
I haven't been to the resort since 2019.
I have no idea. I know that there's certain rides that people keep telling me on Reddit, and Will's been pushing in my ear what rides I want to do. I'm a ride and coaster fanatic, so anything like that I'm great with. I'm going to try to do some of the dark rides, and y'all will kill me in the comments. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I will go and
Rise
try
of the
it.
Resistance is that thing.
I will try it. I will be open-minded, and you will see the first reactions from a person that has never been to a Disney park ever in his life. So I'm excited to actually just hit the checklist.
So I'm one of those people that think rides move to the side. Rides and attractions move to the side. When I think about the mega theme parks overall, as far as entertainment and experiences, for the first time with Epic Universe, their Universal is like hitting Disney level.
Oh, you're going to get a lot of people mad with that. You're going to get a lot of people mad.
As someone that is not a Disney person or a Disney adult, I can acknowledge the fact that one of the things Disney does better overall is entertainment and food and beverage experiences. When you think about Islands of Adventure, the themed lands are fantastic, but you take the rides out of the equation at Islands, and what else is it? They ain't got no shows. The meet and greets are few and far between.
But their meet and greets are nice.
I mean, they don't got nothing. It's just a rides park. And then you have Studios, which has tons of entertainment and shows.
But that's why they did it.
Every single ride is all simulators.
Right.
So,
but I think that's why they did it, to create that balance, because now you get the hopper and you just go right in between the two.
But why can't they both be their own complete whole? Why can't Islands of Adventure be a complete whole the way the Disney parks are complete wholes?
I think they're trying to. You see all the investment that they're
Animal Kingdom is a half-day park.
No, but you see like what they're doing. You see the construction that they're doing now. So
And they're trying. I think they realize the fault in their parks, and they're like, we need to correct it.
We need to correct it.
So they're spending billions of dollars.
Yeah, you see the new they are demolishing Lost Continent and Islands, creating, I don't know, we it's not been absolutely confirmed yet, but a lot of people are speculating Pokemon land there, which will create a lot of ways for meet and greets, a lot of
but
things
before
there.
Epic, the parks that Universal had that people said was tiered with Disney was Universal Japan and Universal Studios Beijing.
Yeah, I want to go.
But aside from those two,
I want to go.
Epic is the neck to neck.
Yeah.
Epic is the equalizer.
Exactly. So it's gonna be very interesting for me to see what all this hoopla is about with Disney, and then the next day I get to go back to my home, Epic. I get to go back.
Resort. Yeah.
I get to go.
And then we're gonna drop by Busch Gardens. Yeah.
And he just kind of just said it like, hey, why don't you just go to... I'm like...
We're just going to drop by Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. I mean, Busch Gardens, Tampa.
I was like, you said Williamsburg. We're going back to Tampa. Mm-hmm. So that is that's going to be our trip, our end of the year school trip, like to say like end of the school year. Yay. Also, Fast and Furious Universal is coming. It's near opening. It's going to be opening in 2026. The high-speed 360 spinning launch coaster.
That thing looks crazy. They actually started testing it with people, I think, this or last week.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So I think it's going to open in a couple of months. Once they start testing them with people, it's like a month or two away from opening.
Yes, so it's going to be crazy looking.
It's intimate. I think it's great that Hollywood is getting something, but we already know the one in Orlando is going to be better. So because it has a bigger footprint.
We'll see.
That one, the one in Orlando, they're starting the track. They're putting track out now. Yes.
Is there pictures of it?
Yeah.
You got to start sending me pictures because I don't see it.
Pictures,
Where?
It's video.
Where?
YouTube.
Who?
BioReconstruct. The one that flies his drones all over Disney and Universal.
One day they're gonna shoot that drone out of the sky. They keep playing. He keeps playing with
Disney's gonna shoot the drone. out of the sky.
I think one day
Disney is gonna shoot the drone. out of the sky.
There's a big story. I forgot to put this on our podcast. On our notes for podcast, but there's big talks that they're confirming. It's starting to get confirmed that Disney soon is going to start limiting
live streamers.
Live streaming. Not streamers. Streaming at Disney parks. Meaning...
I don't know how they're going to do that.
I don't know how they're doing that, but they're going to start... If you are a creator and you are making content and it's monetized. Now, if you're just a person, Joe Schmo, just live streaming and it's just there, but you're not really making any kind of money from it,
you might be fine. But my thing is this: how do you determine?
I don't know.
Between a family walking through the park, making their own videos for their own.
I think what they're trying to do is they know when you see one of those streamers like a Twitch or a real streamer, they come with people. They have the camera crew, they have the microphones, they have the thing and those kind of people. I think they're trying to crack down on that. I don't think...
Because they like the vlogs. It's free advertisement.
It's free advertisement, but I think what they're trying to also say is, I don't know how they're going to do it and regulate, but people with the phones, a streamer potentially
could stream on their phone.
They don't have to have a crew or this, that, and the other. My question is, again, what you were trying to say was, how are they going to determine who is making money
Mr. and Mrs. Walker from Alabama coming in with their family of 4, and they have their own DJI camera, and they're doing their own little family of 4 vlog, just vlogging about their vacation. How do you determine between them
and a streamer
and a vlogger? But I don't think the vloggers are the issues. It's the live streamers.
Maybe that might be it, but
still,
I think they're trying to crack down on people making money off of Disney. You know how Disney is. Anything that you do with Disney,
they want their money.
They want their cut.
They want their cut.
So it's going to be interesting. I know that we're going to be, doing some vlogging and stuff. People are going to vlog. Like, I don't think they could just say to everybody, no, you can't have your phone out at all. Like, that's not going to be possible.
And there's a lot of vloggers still that vlog on their phones. So how do you know who's doing
what? Because
how do you know who's doing what?
I think what's been going on is because they've had recently a lot of streamers, a lot of disruptions or disturbances in the park. Yeah. So basically,
like one of the recent ones that happened at Disneyland in Anaheim was the police were actually called in because one of the streamers one of the streamer's constituents said, okay, for this bet, can you create a false alarm in the park or something?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I saw the other one.
Yeah, so the police were actually called, came to the park.
And they kicked them out.
Yeah, so it created an issue.
Yeah, so I think one thing that live streamers are messing it up for everybody. This culture of the streamer celebrity culture is messing it up for people who genuinely want to do it.
Yeah.
And so now I don't know. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, will they say, oh, these drones, bioconstruct drones, and you'll see a security guard, take it down,
shoot it down, take it down.
and saying, like, what?
Because, I mean, for actual, like, Bio Reconstruct, he has a large YouTube channel. It's a large YouTube channel.
So he's making monetized.
He's monetized. But he's not live streaming. He's not really doing anything disruptive. He doesn't even physically go into the parks themselves. He flies his drone over Universal and Disney, and he records, like,
for me,
all of the construction.
I love that he's doing. I love what he's doing. I just want to know, at what point is the bubble gonna burst?
And they're going to shoot his shit down.
I'm just waiting to see when he's going to take it a step too far, because he's already, like, for me, like, he's already teetering. Like,
I heard Mark Woodbury, the CEO of Universal Destinations and Experience, was actually asked about, like, and he was like, oh yeah, I love it. I love to see the higher perspective from the bubble sometimes. I don't know if he was saying fluff and stuff, and
I don't know if he was. Yeah, I don't,
because someone asked them, how did you feel about a lot of Universal's intentions getting spoiled because one of the big YouTubers fly, his drones, and they were like, oh, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
He said, Mark, I don't like. Do you really love it, Mark?
Yeah, I don't know, because, like.
But, I mean, do they also love the fact that all of their other secrets and projects get leaked? Big time.
Well, I mean, but that's because they
leak it themselves.
Yeah,
probably.
Of course, they leak it themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a very thin veil, and I don't know where the rules of the veil is going to be for creators and for executives. That's where it's kind of teetering.
I don't know, but we'll see. Good luck with that, Disney. How you can
figure it out.
Decipher between a family creating their own family vlog or a live streamer. Good luck with that. Godspeed.
Because Disney is like rabid dogs with their lawyers of art, legions of lawyers.
Legions of lawyers.
So, to our next topic, a big topic that's been going around is. You've been seeing a lot of these devices over at the entrances to each of the portals at Epic Universe. And there have been ideas and rumors floating around about an open hub concept, or the concept of an overflow virtual entry.
I think that's the one we're going to stick with, because they were actually advertising that on their website. So I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Where it was. So what's the general consensus is that they're going to come up with annual passes at Epic
now,
at least before the year is over.
Really?
Yeah, to the annual passes. And they want to be able to manage the flow of guests from the central hub to the portals. And the way they decided to do that, as a need arise basis, is to manage the amount of people that are in each specific hub. So, like, let's say 3:00 p.m., the park is at capacity, meaning all 50,000 people are in the park. And everyone and their mama wants to go to the Ministry of Magic. You will then have to go on the app and plan the time entry into the portal. And then once your thing shows up on the app, you then go inside the portal. And it's as a need arises basis. It's not going to be how they run the park on a day-to-day basis.
I don't know if I like that, though.
I don't like it either, because there are a lot of people that just like to enter the portal and they have no intention of writing anything.
Right.
Like, once we were done chilling, I just went and sat
And walked.
in Isle of Burke and just sat and walked, looked around.
Look around like that's...
Took pictures.
That's the whole...
Took in the vibes.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
So, like, what about for those... How is that going to work for those people that just want to go into the Ministry of Magic and sit and people watch?
That's why I am a little bit... I know you think it's the overflow and it kind of said towards that language, but I'm hoping that there is a bigger purpose for those. And I like the concept better of a open hub concept. And what I mean by when that rumor was flying around, or what I'm thinking is that Celestial Park is going to be kind of the City Walk 2.0. Kind of, they're going to start building City Walk as the place where everybody is going to be. Or like, you don't have to get a ticket to go and walk around Celestial Park and go to the restaurants, because right now the restaurants at
they ain't as busy as they want them to be.
They're not as busy as they want them to be. That's because people have found that going into the portals
and going to the little quick service restaurants,
you could go and you could get actual good food there too.
Yeah.
So what's the point of making a reservation at Pizza Moon or the Atlantic?
Like, each portal has several quick service restaurants that you can go to. Like, Super Nintendo World has the Toadstool Cafe.
Right.
And then it also has the one in Donkey Kong Land.
Yeah.
And then Dark Universe has Das Steakhouse and the Burning Blade Tavern.
We ain't gotta go through it. You gotta go through all of them?
Why not?
What?
Ministry of Magic has Café L'air de la Sereine, and it has the Oaken Star Tavern, and then it also has the other restaurant in the 3, and I forget. And then Isle of Burke has 3. So it's like...
Name them, Sana.
Well, Mead Hall, the one you get the mac and cheese cones from, and then like the other one, I forget.
Right. So they have
there's a lot of
places in the actual land.
At the Universal Orlando Resort, like Epic Universe has a lot of food options.
Right. So what I'm saying is, I think what they're trying to do is build up the Celestial Park area and really try to get people to actually go and experience a lot of the things at Celestial Park. And then if you want to go and ride Stardust Racers or go to a portal and this, that, and the other, you get tickets to that portal that you want to go to. Mm-hmm. And let's say you want to do Stardust Racers, go into Stardust Racers, ride this and the other. You want to go and feel the vibes of the Ministry of Magic. You go and you get that facial recognition, go into Ministry of Magic, take in the vibes, do what you want. They don't have to have a set capacity for that, because people are just buying for that day to go to different lands that they want to go to. And it also lends to the fact that I'm thinking that 90 acres of land that they purchased that was right next to Epic Universe is going to be
half a mile away.
Half a mile away. Mm-hmm. People can walk. So, and it could be part of that 2.0 City Walk. And I really do think that Celestial Park is going to need to have more people that come in there, so they're going to make that area free. Anybody can come in there and make reservations at Atlantic, eat there, get the vibes, get some merchandise, sit by the park, watch the fireworks.
I mean, that's a possibility, but I think part of the reason why most people are now shifting is because of what showed up on the website. And also last month, Universal sent the survey to current pass holders about adding Epic to the annual pass.
Which I think will be crazy right now.
I think it's going to happen near the end of the year.
But that'll be crazy right now without having more rides for that place to actually hold.
At the end of the day, Comcast is running the show. Enough said. The same way Disney Entertainment Corporation runs Disney, Comcast runs Universal. End of show.
For now, until another
discussion.
For now, until they get acquired by something else, or merged or something else.
A company would have to have a lot of money to acquire some of Comcast assets. A lot of money.
Remember it was merged with Comcast and NBC. It was a merge, right?
NBC Universal. Yeah, no, Comcast bought NBC Universal.
Oh, okay.
Comcast bought them. Comcast is like the second largest media company on earth. So like they have a lot of money.
So Saudi Arabia might get
maybe.
It might just get them. All right, but now we're going to our segment that we like to call Hot Topics or Hot Take. I don't know. Hot
Topics. It's a hot take.
Hot takes? Do we want to call it hot takes?
Let's call it hot take. Well, it's not really a hot take. It's just my hot opinion.
Okay. No, wait. That doesn't sound nice, though.
It's my opinion.
Okay. Hot take. Hot take. Da, 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 da,
So this is mine. So as much as I love the United Parks themselves, sometimes there are times when I'm in the parks. And those of you that don't know the name United Parks, it's probably a good thing because a lot of their parks have their own identities. But United Parks is the parent company of Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Busch Gardens Tampa, SeaWorld Orlando, SeaWorld San Antonio, and SeaWorld San Diego, and the Sesame Place parks. Mm-hmm. So their chain consists of, I think, 7 or 8 operating theme parks. And more than half of the chain is owned by the Blackstone Group and a couple of other hedge funds and private equity companies. But sometimes when I'm in the parks, I find myself saying, how do they justify the higher gate price? And sometimes it's almost twice as much as like a top tier Six Flags park. How are you able to justify a higher gate price when in many instances it's a lesser experience? And let me give you an example. Let's remove the animals and the entertainment from the equation, and you just have rides and food and beverage. When Knott's Berry Farm, Canada's Wonderland, Kings Island, and Cedar Point are running on all cylinders, United Parks cannot touch them as far as offering a better experience for their ride operations and food and beverage. And that's ultimately what people go to the parks for. So with that being said, there are many times I don't know why they think they can charge $50 to $60 more than, like, say, a Cedar Point where the gate price is $52 and Knott's Berry Farm where the gate price is, I think, $62. And those parks offer a better experience overall, minus the entertainment and the animals. That's my take. Make it make sense. But
so the average price for a ticket at Busch Gardens is what?
$100 or more.
And the average price of King's Dominion?
$40-something.
So,
but I'm talking about the top tier Six Flags parks, meaning Knott's Berry Farm, Cedar Point, Canada's Wonderland, and Kings Island. That's the very top tier. Mm-hmm. When those parks are running on all cylinders, not a single park in the United Parks chain can touch them operationally. Mm-hmm. Not one. So then why are you charging $60 more than Knott's Berry Farm when you can't even touch them?
Because it's private equity and they squeeze every cent out of you until there's nothing left, and then they move on to something else.
I guess that's the answer to that question.
That's it.
And it's funny because, like, you look in the same chain, like the Sky Ride at Busch Gardens Tampa, they charge you to get on it, but the Sky Ride at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, they don't charge you.
Huh?
Wait, which one?
The Sky Ride.
Where?
At Busch Gardens Tampa and Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
Which is crazy.
They don't charge you for Williamsburg, but they charge you for Tampa.
For the Sky Ride?
It's the same damn ride.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because they can.
Sweet.
I wonder if people realize, even in their own chain, I think Busch Gardens Williamsburg is the best run and the best operated out of the entire chain.
Well, that's kind of obvious because when you have Tampa, like, presidents are going in, coming out. Like,
I don't think they've had a stable park leader in 5 years. They have not had a stable
They
park
can't
leader
keep a
at
president
Busch
or a
Gardens,
CEO
Tampa.
for nothing.
Busch Gardens Tampa has not had a stable park leader, I think, in the past 5 years.
They can't keep them. I don't know, like...
It's perplexing to me. Like, it's almost like the audacity.
Yeah, and wait, hold on. Talk about SeaWorld's parking.
Oh, my God. It is literally, and I'm not the only person that thinks this. You go on any forum, be it Facebook, TikTok, people have made videos about it, Reddit. The parking situation at their flagship park, SeaWorld Orlando, is a fucking free-for-all. I have no idea where VIP parking is. I've yet to find it. I don't know where preferred parking is. I literally asked, because with my pass, I'm entitled to preferred parking, and sometimes VIP parking based off availability. So I go up to the gate. I said, I just want to make sure I've never been, I don't know where preferred parking is. Can you point it? Yes, that way. He could have cared less.
They don't pay them enough to care.
As soon as you pass the entry gate into the parking lot, there's literally no one. No one.
They don't pay them to care.
Not a single person directing the flow of traffic into the parking lot. Not a single person.
But he's been there multiple times.
Not a single person. And then that also correlates to how they manage their lines in the park. You have a quick queue program. They barely ever have anyone standing there.
They don't care.
To scan your quick queue to see if you're eligible. There's no one at the top of the platform where the quick queue merges with the general queue. And SeaWorld Orlando is their flagship park. It's the park with their biggest attendance. It's in vicinity of Universal and Disney.
So they should get all the people from Universal and Disney.
But they don't, because they know it ain't shit. They know that operationally it's not as good as where it should be.
It is so horrible.
Why would I work at SeaWorld and make minimum wage where I can go to Disney and Universal
that's the problem.
And make more money? I mean, yeah, they have more requirements, and it's easier for me to get fired because of their requirements.
Yes.
But
they're happier.
Yeah, but they're happier to be there, and that extends to the experience that they're able to give their guests.
That was funny. Like, when you told me you couldn't find the preferred park.
Still don't know.
He doesn't know where it is.
I've yet to see a sign.
Wait. Do they even tell you, like, hey, like, let's say you were general parking.
I barely get a hello.
Do they even tell, like, so if I was a general person and I just happened to park at preferred park, I just preferred park to myself.
You just prefer park? There's no one in the parking lot. There's no one.
Wait,
they don't even give you. He was like, yeah, just turn on your hazard lights. And I did. And he said someone in there. Where's the someone? I've yet to see them.
They don't care.
Do you even know?
That person was in the bathroom.
Do you know that someone is saying, park leader, do you know that your people at your entry gates to your garage are saying that there's someone in the parking lot to direct them when there's no one?
I think they don't even care at this point. Like, I think at this point...
And it's a fucking shame, because SeaWorld Orlando is beautiful. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, yes. The one time I went there, yes. It was a beautiful park.
It's a beautiful, beautiful park. Maybe we should go there again instead of Busch Gardens Tampa.
No, I need to go Iron Gwazi.
Iron Gwazi, okay.
Iron Gwazi, Iron Gwazi, Iron Gwazi.
Yeah. But it's SeaWorld Orlando is beautiful, and it's just a shame. It should be able to capitalize off of its proximity.
I love Pipeline.
Yeah, it's cute.
I love I'm sorry.
But that's my hot take, is just United Parks and their bullshit.
I love Pipeline at SeaWorld. If you like Pipeline, we're friends.
It's a fun ride.
We are friends.
The marquee attraction at that park is Mako.
I don't care. I love Pipeline. I could ride that coaster. I could ride all day.
Last time I was at SeaWorld, I got 7 or 8 back-to-back rides on Mako. And
I don't care that much about Mako.
The back row on that second airtime hill, the airtime is literally 5 seconds. I counted, and I was like, they call this a 5 second airtime hill for real.
No,
So I counted it.
It wasn't 5
It was
seconds.
5 seconds.
No, I want to see a timer. I want to see a timer.
Your ass is out of the seat for 5 seconds.
I want to see the actual timer.
Yeah, I call 5 second
I
airtime
call
hill.
BS on that. But you know where the 5 second timer should actually be? On the Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah, that Phoenix doesn't play. But yeah, but
right, so
I'm still looking for the preferred parking at SeaWorld Orlando.
Well,
still can't find
that's his hot take. I have my hot take. So my hot take is the fact that just because there are fast passes, and people don't want to pay the money to actually get them, they're ragging on people who actually have fast passes. Fast passes are here to stay. Get over it. Get over it.
I don't think it's also fair for people ragging on people who decide to do what they want to do with their money. That's like me having a Hyundai Sonata and being upset with someone who has a Mercedes-Benz S-Class that I can't afford anyways. I don't care. Do you with your car? Like it comes down to a cash,
There's
pennies
so many,
and dimes type of thing. I mean, that's life.
There's so many people complaining on Reddit, so many people complaining all the time. And we're the type of people, I'm sorry, first of all, don't call us bougie, we're teachers, public school teachers at that. We just know when to save our money and how to actually budget in order to go for our rides. So we're not big, rich people.
Not at all.
And we're still able to go and have fast passes or quick queues or skip the line, however you call it. Mm-hmm. We're able to do that because we save our money. Yeah. So it's called delayed gratification. It's also called, I don't feel like waiting 90 minutes for an attraction. If I'm going to spend one day there, I'm going to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that. That's not saying that you can't do that too. Maybe you can do that, but don't get upset and say that this is unfair. The skipped line is atrocity or blah, blah, blah.
They don't do this in Europe, but you ain't in Europe.
Yeah. I would love, you know what, when we get to Europe, I would love for us to go and experience a park that, you know what, Knoebels doesn't.
Neither does Holiday World.
Exactly. Neither does Hollywood. There's parks that don't have it.
Kentucky Kingdom doesn't do.
So go to those parks. Those are the parks that you probably need to go to.
Waldemere doesn't do. Neither does Lake Compound. There's several parks. I don't think Silverwood does it.
Right.
Yes, they do.
Well, the skip the line feature is meant to, of course, be capitalistic society, give us to spend more money and this and the other. But a lot of industries do that.
This is my thing. Don't be mad at the parks for doing what everyone else does when it comes to money. Be mad with society as a whole. And our society is based off of, unfortunately, those who have very little money and those that have a lot of it. I hate that reality. I wish it changes. Maybe one day it will, just not during our lifetime.
Exactly.
I just think that, I think it's naive for us to think that that aspect of our society would never spill over into the parks. I think that was foolish to expect. Thank you, Disney, for making it happen quickly.
Yes.
Almost 30 years ago.
Right.
With the fast pass system that they started. Mm-hmm. But, it is what it is. It's here to stay. The parks know they can make money off of it. They know. A part of me also believes that, how can I articulate this? The parks will do things intentionally to make the wait time miserable, to push people to want to buy these types of passes.
Well, yeah, that's called marketing. And you know what? They do a good job.
Instead of running all 3 trains, let's run 2. Mm-hmm. let's say we have a maintenance issue and just run one of the trains so people can go onto their phones and see, oh, Express Now is available for Hagrid's. Let's go ahead and get this Express Pass. So like I don't want to believe that because
you think
because
people.
Well, the parks heavily survey their consumers. Even if you don't get one, that doesn't mean someone else didn't get one. It's standard in the industry for people leaving the parks the same day or the next day to get surveys on their experience. And so, like, if everyone is saying the line's horrible, and then the corporate structures are not paying attention to that to change it, because they know. I mean, at the end of the day, they know that the guest experience, if people are happy in the park, it'll make them spend more money. They get that.
Exactly.
These corporate structures have a lot of things they have to juggle, and one of them is the guest experience. And if everyone is waiting in line, they get that people are not going to want to come back and spend their money. So
money.
They have to have the difficult job of balancing everything, and that means properly balancing the quick queue lines if they have them, properly balancing the general queue lines if they have them, making sure there's enough food in the park, making sure there's enough entertainment in the parks. So it's a job that I wouldn't want to have. So I commend anyone that does it, and I appreciate you for it because I can't do it my damn self.
Well, okay. All right. So David's hot take is a simple one. If you're in the park, let's say you are in the park with your friends, your family, and you're walking, and you need to stop, please move to the side.
I think that's an everybody hot take. Can I tell you something?
Please move to the side.
You will experience this at the umpteenth degree. At where do you think?
Universal.
No.
Disney. Everybody wants to take a picture in the middle of the walking
what
space.
He is talking about, you encounter it 100-fold at the Walt Disney World Resort.
Stop doing that.
They will just literally stop in their tracks, pull out they don't care who's behind them.
Exactly. And you're just in the way of the walking area. Like, if you need to stop or you need directions or you need move out the way, you cannot tell me there's not like how many times that we just as coaster enthusiasts we bump into other people because they just stop in the middle of the walkway and think that everybody's supposed to just stop with them.
I think the thing is that these parks people are just so excited or whatever they are. They lose all grips of spatial awareness.
Yes, kids especially.
And awareness of their surroundings. And they're just, oh, look. And then you just stop where you are, pull out your phone and take a picture.
Yeah.
It's easy to do because you're in that moment. But you tend to lose that common courtesy and consideration aspect of the people around you.
Yeah, there's no there's TikToks. I don't know, maybe I can find it.
TikToks make fun of it.
They make fun of it all the time, and they just walking, and you stop in the middle of the thing, and you're just bumping, and it's just absolutely crazy. It grinds my gears. I need for y'all to actually move out the fucking way.
You will see it like you've never seen it.
And I will tell them to move out my fucking way, okay?
Particularly, it's more so at the Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah,
than at the other parts.
Yeah, I'm not caring that much to really even go there for the fireworks. I can see
Happily Ever After.
Yeah, I can see it at Epic, right?
You mean
you can see the Happily Ever After thing at Epic?
You can see some of it at Epcot.
Oh, okay.
You mean Epcot?
What Epic? Did I say Epic?
Epcot.
See, I'm always just thinking about Epic.
Epic, because Epcot will remind you of Epic.
Yeah, it's always on my mind.
It's a lot of Epcot that reminds me of Epic and vice versa.
Yes, so that is my hot take, and that comes to our end of our show. Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast. This is the visual episode, but we are going to be doing bonus episodes that are for the podcast only. So again, go to...
For when Six Flags decides to change something else, which will probably be another week from now.
Well, those will be our bonus episodes. And those will be come for our subscribers to our BuzzFeed channel. So if you have not gotten a chance, go head over to our Bugsby podcast hub and become a part of our channel and buy us a coffee. Help us. Coffee. Give us some coffee. But that's our show. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll see you on our next thing that we do. Woo! Bye. And cut. Thank you so much for listening to another Thrill Seeking Teachers podcast.
And please stay tuned in a couple of weeks for our next podcast. Also, keep your eyes peeled for our Thrill Seeking Teachers vlogs, as we have a couple of new ones coming. Thank you.
Woo!